few news stories for you. Firstly, we have some updates for you on Russia Ukraine ongoing conflict. Secondly, Afar news sources today shared some pictures. They say these are pictures of Tigray fighters who have been taken prisoner by Afar fighters. Thirdly, in previous video, I told you about a Tigrayan lady who confronted Ethiopian ministers in Brussels today. Who is this lady? What is her name? We have some updates for you about this lady. And lastly, we had some updates about Oromo Liberation Army and its operations. Yesterday, a member of parliament confirmed that OLA was collecting taxes and there was large area in Oromia under OLA. We have a video clip of this MP for you. Firstly, viewers, Ukraine-Russia conflict. Some updates for you. Yesterday, Russia announced that it was withdrawing some of its units. Then Russian Ministry of Defense released a video showing drawdown of some of its units from Crimea. We were waiting for Ukrainian and European response to this move. Ukraine now says that there is no credible evidence that Russia is withdrawing its troops. NATO says the same. NATO says that situation on the ground is on the contrary. Russia is building up its presence. It is not withdrawing its troops from Ukraine border. US says the same. Secondly, Ukraine today observed National Unity Day. Zelensky, Ukrainian president, released a statement and he addressed as well when he delivered his speech. He was very close to the front line near Donbass. We know that in Donbass there is conflict between Ukraine and separatists. He was close to this front line when he delivered a speech about National Unity Day observed in Ukraine today. Some cyber attacks were reported in Ukraine on two banks' websites and websites of government forces. Cyber attacks were carried out. Olaf Scholz visited Moscow yesterday. Today he is due to speak to Joe Biden. I think after an hour this call is due to take place. We'll update you about that tomorrow. We can sum up yours that Russia says it is withdrawing its troops from Ukraine border. It is open to diplomacy. But the NATO, the EU, the US, they say situation is the opposite. Russia is not withdrawing its troops. No withdrawal from Belarus so far. Some withdrawal from Crimea, but still tens of thousands of Russian troops are deployed along Ukraine border. Secondly, viewers, we have a new story from Afar region. Afar news sources have shared some pictures. They say the pictures show Tigray fighters who have been taken prisoner by Afar fighters. You can see the pictures on your screen. The pictures were shared today. Afar news sources say that these are newly captured prisoners of war from different front. From which front have they been taken prisoner? It has not been told by Afar sources. They just say that these are Tigray fighters who were taken prisoner today from different fronts in Afar region. Thirdly, viewers, we know that today a Tigrayan lady confronted Ethiopian ministers who are on a visit in Belgium, Brussels. The lady confronted them in a hotel. She said, "You are genociders. You are eating here. People are dying of hunger in Tigray." Who is this lady? You can see her picture on your screen. Her name is Enderta Kassa. She is very fluent speaker of the French language, and she's been active on social media since the start of this war. In December, she uploaded a video about her own story. In December, she said that her family was in Tigray and she wanted to meet her family. The video that she uploaded in December 2020 is in French language. So she has been very active on social media since the start of this war. Obviously, she lives abroad, and today she confronted Ridwan and Ahmed Shide in a hotel in Brussels. Watch this small video clip, a part of the video which this lady Enderta Kassa shared on a social media page in December 2020, more than a year ago, about a Tigray conflict.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Magdela 8 et j'habite à Bruxelles en Belgique. Aujourd'hui, j'aimerais vous parler d'un sujet qui me tient vraiment à cœur, qui est mon peuple de Tigray, qui se fait tuer pour nulle raison aujourd'hui. Ma région est en danger, mon peuple et ma famille aussi. J'angoisse tous les jours à l'idée de cette guerre qui tue des milliers d'innocents à travers ma région de Tigray, qui se trouve au nord de l'Éthiopie. Je ne pourrais également plus me rendre à la capitale.
Lastly, viewers, Oromo Liberation Army is in control of large areas in Oromia region. It is being said by a member of parliament of Prosperity Party. Yesterday, we know that a discussion was held at Ethiopian HOPR, House of People's Representatives. HOPR lifted national emergency yesterday. During the session, several MPs delivered speeches. Hangasa Ibrahim from Oromia also delivered a speech at the session. And in his speech, he said that national emergency should not be lifted because Oromo Liberation Army is in control of dozens of districts, dozens of places in Oromia region. And he further said OLA is collecting taxes as well. We do know that a few days ago we heard about OLA collecting taxes along the road which passes through Guji. I did a video on that. So he confirmed that OLA is collecting taxes in some places and OLA is in control of several areas, several key places in Oromia. That is why national emergency should not be lifted. Secondly, we know that Fincha sugar factory was closed. It had suspended its operations due to OLA attacks, due to insecurity. Today, this sugar factory's officials, they confirmed that the factory has resumed its operations and factory did remain closed from the 9th of February till the 14th of February. It remained closed. The factory spokesperson says truckers are not ready, they're not willing to travel in this area. The factory is in Horogodoro zone, Valaga, where there is presence of Oromo Liberation Army. Security situation is not very conducive to business environment. That is why the factory was facing problems because there was fuel shortage. There were no trucks arriving, so that is why it had to suspend its operations. But now The factory officials say that it has resumed its operations and it has resumed its operations completely. Watch this video clip of Hangasa Ibrahim, a member of Prosperity Party, delivering a speech at Ethiopian HOPR talking about Shane, OLA, Oromo Liberation Army. Thank you for watching.
Oromia ክልል በአሁን ጊዜ ያለው ለኦሮሚያ ክልል ብቻ ራሱ አዋጅ ያስፈልጋል። ለክልሉ ብቻ ከ396-98 በላይ የገጠር ከተሞች እና የገጠር መንደሮች በኦነግ ሸኔ ተይዘዋል። በአሸባሪ ሰው እየታፈነ ገንዘብ እየተከፈለ ነው ሰው እየወጣ ያለው። ኦነግ ሸኔ ዛሬ ግብር እየሰበሰበ ነው። ስለዚህ አሸባሪዎች ግብር መሰብሰብ በቻሉበት ቦታ ላይ አሸባሪዎች ሰው አፍነው ገንዘብ እየተቀበሉ ሰው መልቀቅ በቻሉ